What's going on YouTube? It's your boy Soccer Junkie, and today I'm bringing you my thoughts on Arsenal's victory over Man City 3-0 in FA Community Shield. Now, before we move on, I just want to say, Arsenal fans, don't get too excited. Don't go on Twitter and be saying, hey, we're going to win the league, because this is just a one game, guys. Just one game, okay? Last season, as a United fan, I remember when we beat Swansea 4-0, I was like, damn, we're going to have a great season. And then turns out we had a terrible season, so don't get, too excited. It was just a friendly, technically a friendly. Anyways, now moving on to an actual game. Alexis Sanchez, man, looks great. I thought he looked fantastic for Arsenal today. He really does stand out, to me, like an Arsenal player. I think he and Wenger will do a lot of good things for Arsenal this season. Really, his positioning was great. He constantly was at the right place, the right time. I mean, he's got one of the quickest feet I've ever seen. Just sort of quick, very nice dribbler. So he's going to do a lot of good things for Arsenal this season. Really great signing. Now, Arsenal did dominate the game early on. I mean, they completely busted in the midfield. Yaya Toure, who else? I don't know who else was for Man City in the midfield. Completely nowhere to be found. Ramsey, Arteta, Wilshere, they were totally dominating them. Even Sanchez sometimes popped in the midfield and completely just ran through their midfield. I think Pellegrini's got his formation wrong. His tactics were out of order. So, you really did not expect this kind of poor performance from Man City, to be honest. And also, I don't know about you guys, but I noticed that Yaya Toure didn't look all that, like he looked lackluster to me. I mean, he seemed like he didn't want to be there, to be honest. So, and if that's the case, City, you better start buying him cakes, you know what I mean? Every damn week you better buy him a cake because he'll be upset, So, yeah, I mean, we'll see about that. Debussy and Chambers look good for Arsenal. I think they'll play vital roles for them this season. But I do think they really need to buy a quality center back because honestly, whenever City were in the attack, they looked great in the counter, and at times they presented a lot of trouble to Arsenal. I mean, at times it looked like the Arsenal defense was not even there, and if it wasn't for Nasri's clumsiness or Zeko's not finishing ability, they would have probably scored a few goals. So, and Szczesny saved Arsenal quite a few times as well. So, like I said, you need a quality center back. So, anyways, now moving on to the first goal of the game. Santi Cazorla puts the ball on the bottom of the net, very bottom of the corner. Very good goal. One of those, pass, boom goals. Very nice to see. Like I said, the City defense also did not look great. I mean, their midfield was non-existent. The defense was very poor as well. The keeper on that particular goal, I thought his positioning was a bit wrong. And honestly, he is not the guy that I think he's going to be challenging Joe Hart. Unless Joe Hart just completely has nightmares of games, I don't think he can ever beat out Joe Hart, to be honest. So we'll see about that. I thought Aaron Ramsey looks to be already in the mid-season form. He looked great for Arsenal. And honestly, to be fair, I think he's probably their best player at the moment. I think him, Sanchez, 1A, 1B kind of best players for Arsenal. So, I expect a lot of good things out of them. And I hope Ramsey stays injury-free so he can fulfill his total potential. So, yeah. Moving on to the second goal, which was scored by Aaron Ramsey. Really beautiful, nice goal. I mean, first it started off with Alexis Sanchez running on the right wing, passing it to Sanogo. Sanogo tried to shoot himself, but couldn't manage. So he let it off to Ramsey, who puts it in the net. Great goal. Really nice goal to see on the TV. As a fan, you really kind of get excited to see those kind of goals and not like, the typical corner, or crosses and someone just nets it in with their header. Those kind of goals are boring. But this goal was really beautiful, really nice combination play for everybody. So really nice to see. Now in the second half, Man City did look a bit better. They did look better. Finally, David Silva was brought on, a couple of other guys, and you could see that Arsenal had less time on the ball. They're a little more troublesome in defense. So, like I said, Pellegrini got his formation and tactics wrong. So really, you can't really say anything about that. And of course, they didn't have their best team. They didn't have Fernandinho, Zabaleta, Aguero. Really a lot of players actually. So you don't expect them to perform all that great. But at the same time, the way they were playing in the first half was just, they were very poor on defense, on midfield, very poor. They cannot play like that and expect to win the league again. No way. And then the third goal, Giroud. Oh my mama, God damn, that goal. That was a beautiful struck ball, and it took a little deflection, so that's why I think the keeper had no chance at all to save it. But at the same time, he wouldn't have saved it anyways. Really quality goal from Giroud, and honestly, I didn't expect him to score any goals like that ever again, to be honest. He's more of a kind of like the boring goal type where you just cross it in and he heads it in, that kind of a player. And the last thought on the game, I think Arsenal season will depend on whether they can actually find a holding midfielder for their team. Because to play someone like Arteta there, he's not great at that position, nor is Jack Wilshere. And if they don't bring in a quality holding midfielder, I think their season is going to depend on how well Jack Wilshere does this season. If he has great performances, I think Arsenal can really, really challenge for that first, second spot in the league. But if he goes on his roller coaster performance, where he'll be 1 week he's great, the next week he's poor, 1 week he's great, then 2 weeks in a row he's shit, then I don't expect Arsenal to challenge for silver at all. But if he performs well, and he's fully capable of doing so, he just needs to get his mind right and concentrate on football and not, smoking and partying everywhere. So, come on, son. This is your opportunity to really become one of the best players in the world, and you need to take advantage of it. So there are my thoughts. Let me know what you thought of the game in the comments below. Subscribe for more. I will be doing my next video. Will probably be doing a top 4 prediction as well as relegation prediction. Subscribe, like, and comment below, guys. And peace.